Welcome everyone, it's SEMA Central. I'm Dennis Pittsenbarger, SEMA 2015. Sitting next to me, a good friend, Troy Ladd from Hollywood Hot Rods. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
Man, I am enjoying the show. I got some great people to interview, including yourself, and you got a lot going on, man. I mean, I made it my way around the Central Hall. I think I'll start with that 61, man. That thing looks great.
Oh yeah, the 61 Sunliner. That was a car that we did for Street Rodder magazine, and that's their 2015 Road Tour car. Ton of great sponsors on that project, and you know, we like the traditional hot rod thing, but we also do, pro touring and muscle cars and things like that. But I still think even with a car like that, our particular style and design is still kind of integrated into it. So you can see a lot of places where we've moved metal and done things that is unique to what we do.
It took me a few minutes to really look at the car and see some little touches. I do like the touch on the horn.
Yeah.
I like the little, and it's the little things like that that are kind of a signature of yours, is doing things that are not so just bam, but you really got to look at the car to figure out what you did.
Well, we really like to respect tradition is our tagline, but we like to respect the design of a car like that. So everything we do needs to enhance it and not take away from it. So I mean, some of the things you may have even not noticed is things like the entire front end had been redesigned so that the hood stops 6 inches from the front and the fenders roll around.
I didn't.
So yeah, on a Ford it goes all the way in the front. But we didn't think it looked good with the grille, and the grille is different. We've changed the chrome, we hand-made different chrome, but it still looks like it should or could have been. Again, trying to enhance and not totally go a different direction.
Well, I think that goes with your tagline. You know, I've watched those great videos that you did with Red Cap, you know, the respect tradition, and that way that you apply that metal work and the way that you see designs in cars. It's, I mean, I don't mean to compare you with BASF and their tagline about we're not the car manufacturer, we made it better. That's kind of the way you look at it, is
yeah.
We didn't design the car, but we can make it better.
And you know, what's really interesting about what we do is you're not gonna see like a crazy purple flame billet wheel digital gauge car really come out of our shop. Which is like you said, in your face. We don't do that. What we end up with is cars that all of the metal has been moved. I mean, sometimes we'll move an entire belt line, an inch or a half an inch, which is an extreme amount of work.
Yeah.
But I like the subtle nuances of changing the design and making it a little bit better. And so you don't know. I mean, people look at our cars and go, what is exactly is better?
What is hitting me that's different?
Yeah, but it's the metal. I mean, in the evolution of what we've done, we do so much movement of metal, and we've actually crossed over even out of the realm of like hot rod modification and customization into actual coach building. So
yeah, I wanted to talk about that next, the Mulholland. I mean, that car, if I'm not mistaken, that was a car that I saw a few years ago with the figure 8 frame. And you looked at me and you just said, just wait, just wait. And now that people have seen it in metal and it's a work in progress, I mean, it is a true work of art, my friend.
It is, and that thing is just such an amazing evolution of our shop and our skills. And you mentioned the frame. Part of what we do is we don't just build a design from the outside. Every piece has to be a piece of art in its own right that also works together for the overall greater good of the project. And that's an example, like the frame. I designed it as a figure 8, no straight lines, no 90-degree corners, everything flows, everything's round, and that's just the frame that nobody's gonna see. And then the metalwork is just unbelievable.
And it really is. I gotta ask, on that particular car, when you create these things, there's always an end. Mm-hmm. Do you almost feel somewhat saddened, or do you feel accomplished, or maybe the same when it's done? Like, I mean, you're looking at this, it's your baby. You're cultivating it, you're growing it, you're creating it. Does it, what feelings go through when it gets towards the end?
There's quite a few different emotions that happen in a project like that, because on one respect, we're so ingrained. We've been working for multiple years on it, and it's frustrating. It's mostly frustrating. Like, where's the light at the end of the tunnel? And I wanted just to tell them, like, go faster, faster. Guys, work. So there's that. But as we get towards the end, I joke about that car when it's done. I'm just going to quit. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. I mean, we got to come up with something. We're all going to retire.
Well, I'll tell you what, whatever you build after that car is going to be amazing. Really quickly, before we let you go, I know you got a lot planned for the Grand National Roadster Show and the Amber Award. Going to go after that this year, huh?
Yeah, we'll have another car that will run in 36 Ford Roadster, which, again, all the metal's been moved to be very subtle, traditional, classic designed car. but every piece of it's been moved, and we think we made it look better than what Ford had done. We'll have this little 32 Ford Roadster pickup that we've been working on for a while, which is insane, which has a Case Boss 429 shotgun engine in it. And we're hoping that we're gonna get our, we have a 61 Thunderbird. That's a full custom, will be the biggest 60s era custom that we've ever done as far as design and execution, and hopefully we'll get all 3 of those to debut at the Roadster Show in January.
Well, it's an amazing trip with you. I'm still blown away, but that frame that I saw a few years ago has now created that. Thank you so much. Look in the camera and tell people where they need to find you, how they get a hold of you.
Again, I'm Troy Ladd, Hollywood Hot Rods. You can look at us, find us on HollywoodHotRods.com, and we're in Burbank, California, and we got a lot of good stuff to show.
It's a great shot. More from SEMA Central coming up soon.